Everybody, Income 601, One Victory here, and here we are, I guess. Yes, because if you didn't know, I occasionally cover dinosaur figures, I guess. Because yes, like a few days ago, I did cover the Beasts of Mesozoic figures, and it turns out that yesterday, I believe, at the time I'm recording this, even though this will probably go up on Saturday as well, Schleich has actually released new images of their 2020 dinosaur line, along with Collector, I believe it was Collector, or was it Safari? I don't know, it was one of the two. One of them released their images this week, and I'll cover those another day. But today, we are covering the Schleich figures. So, there have been 5 images released of 5 figures. Now, I'm not sure if these will be their only figures coming out this year. We might have some get revealed later on, but for now, this is all we have. And let's just say this upcoming line has made me lose faith in Schleich. It's been happening over a while now, but I don't really like Schleich anymore. And you'll definitely see why in this video. And our first figure up is this thing. I don't know what this thing is called, but I do not like it. It looks cheap. It looks like something a company with no budget would make. It looks like a dinosaur. But no, this is meant to be an official figure made by Schleich. And here it is, looking like something you'd find at a pound store. This thing looks like garbage. I don't like the paint. It looks like somebody just threw up on it. I don't really like the sculpt. It's in a very weird pose. What on earth is going on with that hill? That hill is too short. And what the fuck even is this thing? But I will say one good thing about it. I know I said the paint looks like garbage, but by that I meant the contrast, because due to the fact that you've got a bright turquoise blue and this beigey yellow. In my opinion, those two colors do not mix. But I will admit, I do like the turquoise blue that they used. That is literally the only thing I can really think of to complement this thing. Because the thing is so painfully average and so terrible, I can't think of anything else. Let's just move on to something else. Oh, this isn't even the worst. There are things. There are 5 figures in this. There are 5 images. And the thing is, this is one of the better ones. So we're in for a show tonight. So overall, my thoughts on this figure. I do not like this figure at all. I've no interest in getting it. I do not like it. I don't really like the sculpt. It barely has any detail. It has, at the very most, decent colors due to the turquoise blue. I don't even know what this thing is. So, I've got no interest in getting this figure. So in that case, let's move on to the next one. And here we have another abomination of Schleich, Elvis! Elvis the Cryolophosaurus. I do not like this figure. It looks like it's made out of rubber. Because it's like Bullyland figures. Those figures are either made out of rubber, a very dense rubber, or very flimsy plastic. That is the same with this. This thing does not look like a model. This thing looks like another thing I'd find at a pound store. Like, Do you know those rubbery toys in very cheap looking packages? This looks like one of them. This looks like something I'd find at a pound store. And yeah, again, this is slight. They probably invest lots of money into making these figures. But no, they have the same quality as something you find in a pound store. Which, guess what? You'd buy for a pound. I do not like the sculpt. It look. I think it's just the angle that it's at. It looks weird. For me, it's the neck. It just the neck, the connection in between the head and the neck, in between the head and the body due to the neck looks weird at this angle. But I will say, I do like the colours on that crest, along with the black stripe going down its body, along with the darkish blue on the top of the body. So, this isn't the worst figure, trust me, you'll see that soon enough. But this is probably the second worst figure out of the lot. How far schleich has fallen from its grace. They used to be the top of the market. And now, they make pound store toys. And now we have one of the two decent ones. The Baryonyx, in which I don't know why, but I think I remember it from somewhere. I don't know, it looks familiar. Anyways, this actually looks pretty good. I like this one. I like the colours on it. I like this grey with these little orange stripes going down its back. Along with I really like how long the jaw is. It's very crocodilian, much like the schleich Spinosaurus that came out this year. I actually like this one. This is one of the few good ones. I probably won't end up picking this thing up, but this is actually pretty good. I actually like this one. And this is the last good one, before we end up moving on to the worst one, in which the last one has made me lose faith in schleich. We have the Ankylosaurus, which I actually really like. I don't really like how big and chunky it is, it's like Moto, but I will appreciate the detail that's on it. This is probably the best schleich figure to come out next year. Well, this is probably the best schleich figure to be revealed for next year. The colours are bland. The detailing is actually really good. And the sculpting is actually pretty good as well. Just my only problem is how thick it is. Thick with triple C's. I probably won't end up picking this thing up because I've already got I already forgot what company it was by. Safari, I believe. The Safari Ankylosaurus. I don't know. It was in my last unboxing, but I'll probably won't end up getting this one because of that. But it's pretty good. And now we have the worst one of the bunch. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to introduce you to the schleich Postosuchus. What is this thing? What is this? This does not look like a Postosuchus. What is this? What's going on with the jaw? The jaw doesn't line up. What is the back? Why does he have his osteoderms in the back like that? What are these white shell-like bumps going along the side of the chest? Why does it look like somebody trying to smash it with a potato masher on the leg? What is going on with his tail? His tail looks like it's been shattered into a million pieces. What is this thing? The eyes. What are going on with those eyes? Why is its eyes so dilated? Why is there so much white? Why is its eyes that big? What is going on with this thing? How many wrong decisions did you have to make something this bad? What on earth is going on with the upper jaw? It looks like it's got multiple rows of teeth. I've been looking at this thing for like a minute, and I can't even tell if it's just my eyes or the image. It looks like it has multiple sets of teeth on the top of the jaw. It looks like it's got three massive bunny-like teeth at the front, and smaller teeth behind it. And it looks like it's got teeth coming out of the top of its lip. What is this? What is this thing? What is this? What am I looking at? This is not a Postosuchus. This isn't even an animal. This isn't even a hybrid. What is this thing? What can I call this thing? Steve. I'll call it Steve. Steve. This Steve is horrible. Looking at it, what is going on with those colours? With the brown that's going, with the brownish black that's going on with the body, with little spots of white going around the body, and with the vomit-like green going above the top of the body. Who chose this? Who designed this? I feel sorry for whoever had to sculpt this thing. I feel sorry for whoever had to paint this thing. There are tons of people out there on the internet which have made amazing looking figures. And Schleich is out here with thousands, if not millions, making stuff like this. This is like the schleich acro all over again. At least with the schleich acro, you could make up an excuse like, oh, maybe it's homaging to older dinosaur toys from the 90s. But this doesn't look like something out of any time period. What is this?